Growing up in the 70s and 80s was a stroke of luck for music fans, landing them right in the middle of one of the most electric, transformative eras in modern sound. It was a time when genres weren't just evolving, they were exploding. Rock, punk, disco, new wave, metal, and synth pop all surged to life, each shaping youth culture in ways still felt today. Radio ruled. MTV was born, album art mattered, and discovering new music meant digging through record stores or trading tapes with friends. It was a golden window where creativity ran wild. Technology was changing fast, and the shared experience of music, loud, physical, and communal, was unlike anything before or since. Music fans from that era didn't just listen to history, they lived it. Hello, and welcome to the Church of Rock and Roll. The beauty of music in the 1970s and 1980s lies in how these two decades reshaped sound, culture, and creativity, each in its own distinct way. Together, they form one of the most influential eras in modern music. Here's a look at what made them so special. The 70s were rich, organic, and full of musical exploration. Many genres hit their peak or were born during this decade. Vinyl, tape machines, and vintage instruments gave 70s music its warm, human feel. Every imperfection added character. Bands like Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, Fleetwood Mac, and Earth, Wind and Fire crafted complex, emotionally immersive works. Albums were made to be experiences, not just collections of singles. The 70s used music to comment on love, war, identity, and freedom. It was introspective and socially aware. The 80s brought a new world of sound, shiny, bold, futuristic. Music didn't just sound good. It looked good. Artists used visual storytelling to create full identities. Power rock ballads, new wave, pop anthems, songs from the 80s were built for radio and stadiums. New wave blend a punk attitude with synth pop brightness. Metal and glam rock embraced theatrical energy. R&B and pop reached new levels of polish and sophistication. The 80s celebrated individuality. Big sounds, big hair, big emotion. It was unapologetically over the top and expressive. Why do these decades still hold so much beauty? Timeless songwriting. Melodies people still hum decades later. Innovation. Each decade introduced new ways to create and experience music. Emotional resonance. From 70s soulfulness to 80s exuberance. Cultural influence. Fashion, identity, and technology all shifted because of the music. Nostalgia. These decades shaped the soundtrack of modern life. What made bands and musicians so much better in the 70s and 80s compared to today? Well, strong emphasis on instrumental proficiency. Guitar solos, bass lines, live drums, horn sections, real instruments, singers who could deliver epic vocal performances, and artists who could write great catchy songs. Virtuoso players were central to pop and rock, like Eddie Van Halen, Prince, Steve Vai. Bands rehearsed extensively. Recordings often captured live-ish performances. Studio musicians like the A-Team or Toto members elevated technical standards on hit records. Limited editing, recording to tape, musicians had to play it right. Costly studio time and hardware meant fewer people could produce high-quality music. Today, almost anyone could afford to record music, and that may be part of the problem in today's music. Have you listened to the current new music being played on the radio today? Not in every case, but much of the soul, musicianship, and creativity has been lost in music. The 70s and 80s is a time where true talent was discovered and recorded. Back then we were offered variety, and we chose who we thought were worth listening to. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up, and consider subscribing. Arena rock became massive, Journey, Def Leppard. Guitar virtuosity peaked. Analog recording gave warmth and grit. Imperfections felt human. Bands emphasized songwriting and musicianship. Real drummers, iconic guitar riffs, and unforgettable solos. Albums mattered. They were meant to be heard from front to back, not just as singles. Rock stars weren't just musicians. They were symbols of rebellion, freedom, excess, and experimentation. Lyrics tackled everything from fantasy and philosophy to politics and personal struggle. MTV in the 80s turned music into a visual art form, creating legends almost overnight. No backing tracks, no auto-tuner safety nets, just skill and presence. Modern rock, metal, indie, and even pop still borrow heavily from this era. These songs endure because they balance technical excellence with emotional power. A riff from the 70s and 80s chorus still hits instantly decades later. In short, 70s and 80s rock was great because it took risks, valued musicianship, and captured something real about the human experience: loud, flawed, and unforgettable.